guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. So today I'm going to show you May's garden update. Do you want to know what's been going on? Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so in today's video I'm going to be bringing you up to speed on everything that has happened in May. So if you like to see, here you go. Okay, so we literally had this huge gust of wind, like it literally, I think it was a tornado or a little hurricane. The hurricanes didn't even bend our poles this bad. Like it literally broke off of here. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff to fix. The one over there broke off and is hanging. Yeah, so holy moly, that is crazy. I cannot believe it literally broke. But yeah, we have a little mess to clean up now. It literally even busted our whole pole here. We have to fix the fence. Okay, so luckily for my man, he was able to kind of put things back together temporarily. He's going to actually put in some of the wood beams instead of some of these steel. This steel is a thicker steel than like these two he used here. Noisy. But he's gonna go ahead and make these wood, grab another one and switch that one right there out with it so he can pull the fence to that one. Eventually we'll need a whole new top, which we're gonna leave this for a little bit because I think it'll last at least 1 or 2 more storms. Then we'll replace it. But we're just now gonna start getting into rainy season, which is gonna start raining and storming every day. I do want to point out that I do need to come up with a different solution with these squirrels. They're not just digging now in my garden and stealing my tomatoes, they're stealing my grapes, and look at what I noticed right here. Stole half of my cabbage. Like literally half of my cabbage is missing. So now this one I have to completely just dig up. It's done. I mean, there's nothing else I can do about it. And then this one, they actually started eating as well. So I'm sorry, I'm not growing all of this and taking all of this time, money, and sweat and tears and all of this to feed damn squirrels. So something's gonna give. I can't really enclose this. I was thinking we could put up like sides with the chicken wire and cover this to enclose this, but it would leave all of this exposed, and they were digging in here eating the grapes this morning. So we would literally have to enclose this entire thing, which is probably not going to be possible, or at least we're not probably going to do all of that. I don't know. So the most part, I need to figure out how to get these squirrels out. I did some research and I saw some stuff that I can use as a spray. Apparently they don't like peppermint, so I might have to do something like that. But I want to show you now. See, it was digging there. We still need to replace this one board. It's on our list. We have to buy it and then he'll install it after I paint it. But I want to show you an update at least now on my grapes until these little bastards, because look, like literally it's eating them. This one was completely full, and now you see all of the missing grapes. They're coming and eating all of these. So yeah, my strawberries are starting to bloom. For all of the mushroom saga, there's some more mushrooms that came up over here, which are different than the ones that I was seeing over there the other day. But story of my life with these mushrooms. So here is the watermelon. It's starting to kind of look a lot better, and it's starting to kind of like venture out and start crawling. So this one is looking a whole lot better. My corn is looking great. My cantaloupe is looking amazing. It has so many blooming flowers inside of it. It's looking really, really good. Now, as far as my peppers go, there's really no change. That one looks weird. Those are my jalapenos. So far, it looks like these cabbage are doing okay. Look at my mint, so beautiful. My butternut squash, this looks like it has definitely seen some better days. It's starting to turn more of like a yellowish than a nice green. But if that was pollinated, I do have a little butternut squash growing right there, which is super, super cute. So we'll see how that goes. Broccoli is still large and in charge. This squash just started actually getting some flowers, but again, this one doesn't really look too hot. My other broccoli, this one though, however, is looking amazing. I don't know if I need to trim some of this because I know they like to be more airflow. So I might come through and like some of these bigger ones just eliminate, just to give it some more airflow for it. But look at all these flowers, it's looking amazing. My parsley area, my culantro, I need to come through and cut these out. Here's some different style mushrooms. Oh my goodness. My man says that's pretty much gonna happen all the time just because we're so humid here. So I guess I just have to get used to it. Oh, what are you doing with my little marker here? Okay, here's my rosemary. My oregano area has filled in quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna trim up like some of the longer stuff that's hanging around. See all this like longer stuff I can eliminate. So I'm gonna trim some of this up today so I can dry some because we're almost out. And I know I've told you guys before, we literally use this almost on everything that we cook with, either the dried or infused in the olive oil. So I definitely wanna trim this up. Oh, look at those mushrooms. Okay. I'm telling you. I got another one over here. Ma'am, please don't do that. And there she goes. Here's my basil. Here's my green beans. Hold on, I gotta stop this first. Hold on. All right, so let me come back over here and show you what I was trying to show you before I get interrupted again. So here are all of the beans that I grew from seed. I'm super impressed because I never had any beans look so good that I bought from the store. So me growing these from a seed, it's just like super impressive. But I do have all of these flowers, if you can see that. And it looks like I have some beans starting to grow, if that's what that is going to be. Over here, all these flowers. Look, here is a bean. Oh no, that's a stem. That's not a bean. But I think like this right here, if you can see that, I believe that is a bean growing because that came out of this flower. So yeah, there's a green bean growing, and right there too, that little one there. So I'm gonna have some beans soon. My cucumber area is looking absolutely amazing. So these first two here are the standard cucumbers. The one in the back that's starting to overgrow, I need to put it back in its container. You need to stay in your own lane over here. Oh gosh, you're all connected to all kinds of things here. Hold on. Okay, that looks a little bit better. At least it's more in its own. Stay in your own lane. I haven't seen any cucumbers just yet. That's not to say there's not a little, oh God, there she goes again. So it didn't last long. That's not to say there's not a little tiny one that I just can't see, but there's tons of flowers. These are my peas. Look at, this one's growing all the way up here. So those are my peas, all three different styles. Hold on. Hey. Oh my gosh. Story of my life. You guys want some chickens? I got 3 of them. I got 3. Shh. Hey, Carmela. Can I see, is there any eggs under you, baby? Lift up a little bit more. A little bit more. I see the fake one. Yeah, I don't think you have any under you, do you? No? I don't think anyone did anything. I think they're all just making noise. Hi. Hi. I know. I know. It's been 2 days. You need a lay now? Is that your problem? Huh? Is it your problem, baby? Carmela's almost done. So that's what she's probably gonna do, is try to go in the house. I'm sure that's her problem, but come on, girl. It's okay. Hey. Okay, so there's just a little bit of the garden left. Let me see if I can finally finish showing you guys that so I can update you. All right, so I showed you all of that stuff, and I showed you this side. Oh, here are my peppers. This one, I'm going to see how like I have that attached. I'm gonna grab some in the garage if I have them. If not, I'll buy one other piece so I can make this go higher, because this thing definitely needs some more stability, especially as these are getting nice and large. Look at that. Oh my goodness, these were so tiny the last time I showed you like a week ago. So here's 2 big ones over there. So again, I gotta cut that. I need to extend these. My tomatoes got flatlined from the hurricane or the storm, whatever that came through the other day. Literally like even bent the pole. I don't know if I showed you guys that earlier or not, because I think the thing was still down when I showed you guys. So, oh gosh, it smashed a lot of this, so I don't know how that's going to be. And then here's the cabbage and the mince, my carrots for them, and then here's my peas again that I was trying to show you earlier. So that is everything for right now. I guess I have to go back in here and shut them up for a while. So yeah, here's my update. She's never too far away. Oh, baby. He's starting to put the support beams to make the garden thing a little bit more structurally sound. Look at, this is just like a normal windy day right now. Say hi, Vienna. So here's my big pile of cabbage leaves and zucchini leaves. They got a nice haircut. The wind is scaring them a little, but they will finish what the squirrel left. At least they do get some of it. It is so windy today. But that'll give them something to do. So they ended up enjoying everything, so that's great. At least it didn't go to waste. They got half of it at least, and they loved it. Okay, so it is a nice, windy, beautiful day here. So I decided to go ahead and spend some more time outside and take out all of those other leaves. So I just showed you all of the leaves that I pulled off for the cabbage and the zucchini. So this little guy was half eaten by the squirrel. The other one I did pull out and give to the girls. But now, yeah, I'm gonna see what happens with that one. I did actually add the extra support to this one. So I think that is actually perfect. It's gonna do so much better having this extra support keeping them up. And then I did wanna show you yesterday how I was like, oh, I might have something growing in here. I just can't see anything yet. Well, this morning, I just saw one, hold on. Oh, right here. Right there is an actual cucumber growing already. There's already a cucumber growing. So that is super, super exciting. I'm gonna probably come through and pull out some of these bigger leaves in the next day or two. But for the most part, I'm just gonna kind of let it do its thing for now. Look at how big these got in one day. I mean, they were barely noticeable yesterday when I showed you, and today, look at how big they are. Like, it's just huge improvements for one day. That is just so crazy. But yeah, that is my beans. Let me get them kind of in their little home. It is really, really, really windy, so everything's blowing all over the place. I still need to go through and give this a good haircut so I can start drying that. And then I did give these a little haircut. This, I did give a nice little haircut. Same with the broccoli. I just went through and cut up all of the big leaves that were overgrowing or the ones that just didn't look too good. And then I trimmed up these here as well. Got my sidekick, of course, as always. So yeah, that's how it looks in one day's difference. Okay, so I'm gonna show you an update now. Last night, I literally had to come through and give everything a really, really good soak. It hasn't rained in I don't know how long, and this heat has been super, super hot. So I'm gonna show you how everything looks now, because this weekend I definitely need to do some stuff out here, and then I can show you once I'm done. One thing that I did notice, I did hang a wind chime right here. I heard that the squirrels don't like noise, so I was hoping this would keep them away, but I just saw 3 of them in the yard, so at least it sounds pretty. So you will hear this while I'm out here. But over here in the cantaloupe area, this is looking amazing. I do have a few limbs that are kind of like dying off in between, so I do need to go through, clean it up, take out some of these bigger leaves that are maybe damaged, but if you can see, it's getting that mildew stuff that the squash always gets. So I'm gonna come through, clean everything up, and the corn is doing amazing. And to my surprise, literally all of them grew. Some of them over here are being torn and pulled down with the cantaloupe. So I still need to go in, I haven't done it yet, but I still need to go in and put some string to hold those to their own thing. The watermelon is actually starting to now grow and look really good. I do want to take some of them, like the longer ones, and make it go this way though, because they have this whole area this way instead of going this way. So hold on. Okay, so I kind of sprawled it out so it'll start going down that way too, instead of all just coming this way. This is the Mystery 2.0. I do have some flowers that are growing up in the bottom because I think I had flowers in this pot prior to, but it is already giving us some tomatoes, and this is again the cherry tomato. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, they are definitely starting to grow in, so that's exciting. And then my grapes are looking so good. If I can keep these squirrels out of here, they're gonna just continue to keep getting bigger, and I can't wait. Hopefully we get to eat some this time. Hey, Vienna. So over here, my bell peppers and my jalapenos, yesterday they were so droopy and looking like really bad. Because of the shade cover, it gets more sun right here, and normally they do great, but for some reason they were looking really bad. So this one's kind of growing funky. I might just cut that off. I got some babies growing over here and up here. The cabbage though, I'm going to pull at least one of them off today and put it in the refrigerator to get it nice and cold and give it to them later, either today or tomorrow, because some of these are big enough to start giving them to them. Over here, I did pull one big one off already. This is the second biggest one. And then I do have some red ones over there. Same thing with the cabbage. All of these are still a little small. They could go a little bit longer. My mints started kind of looking bad because again, this heat just got really, really hot. It was like literally 110 degrees out here. And I was waiting for Mother Nature to turn her oven off, but apparently she wanted to bake all day. So over here, this, now that I gave it a really good water yesterday, it looks amazing. It did not look like this last night whatsoever. Over here, I have some flowering going on. I'm a little confused on why my leaves are starting to turn white. I'm not sure if I said that previously or not. My little guy growing looks like it might be gonna do okay. It's getting like a really pretty dark color, but I don't see him anywhere else, but there are flowers here. So my broccoli, still no change. This one, it's starting to get those weird, like iridescent almost leaves, but it is still alive. The broccoli, This looks horrible. I don't honestly know what happened. My man's like, it was over 100 degrees. I'm like, I get that. I could see it wilting, but this didn't look like it was wilting. It looked like something smashed it. Like yesterday, it looked like all of these were just like bent and they just got smashed. So I'm not quite sure what happened here, but I do see that nice, lovely, powdery mold stuff, whatever that is called. So I'm gonna just pull this up and see if I can find another one. If not, I'll just start one from seed really quick. I don't know. My parsley area is getting overgrown. I think I want to clean this up a little bit. At least maybe take this one out and dry it. That one is hanging out over there, shooting out that way. And I see that it's starting to flower. I've never actually had parsley flower, even like up here. So I definitely want to clean this up, get this handled a little bit better. My culantro, there's no change. Cilantro, there is no change. Thyme and rosemary is still doing good. Let me show you these while I'm here. Oh, there was 2 big tomatoes that were ready. He must have pulled them yesterday. There is one more big one going on down here. And then that one is the one his sister gave me, which has these growing, which is doing better. Like every one of these limbs got smashed and bent from when the that storm came through and everything dropped on here, because all of the weight of this whole top just really damaged a lot. I thought it was really gonna die, but they're still kicking, so good for you. Over here I do have some more flowering going on, so I'll have some more. This one I need to come in and kind of clean this up because it's starting to kind of grow out of hand a little bit. So I need to clean that one up a little. And this one too. But this one did the same thing with all these like bent joints. Like all of these got bent from that storm. Literally all of these. But they're still going and they're still thriving. So we'll just have to keep seeing what happens. My oregano area, I keep saying that I need to trim some up so I can dry it. I haven't done it yet, as you can see, but I really need to, because I'm almost completely out and I want this stuff. Here is my basil, which is doing amazing. And my green beans, you guys, let me show you. Look at how long. I need to come and harvest, actually. Look at that. I need to harvest these because I don't want something else to come and eat them. And I don't want them to start going bad or overgrowing. But literally, look at all of these. We have tons of ready. Look how long that is. Same with over here. This one is not as, these aren't as long right here because this one started growing later. But yeah, this one definitely need to harvest some. This cucumber area, I need to go through and clean this up. There's way too many things going on. Plus I see that there are some in here that have died. So I kind of need to go through and clean this up. I don't know if all of these happened when the top fell down on it from that storm as well. That's the only thing I can think of because it's just sporadic in between. And then the one big one that was over here, I just saw yesterday. Something started eating it and now it's all soft and I'm not even gonna be able to enjoy it. So I gotta cut that out and it's completely filled. Ooh, look at this one. So now this is gonna be my next biggest one right here. But it is completely filled with flowers. So I know I mean, I should have something going on soon. I do have, oh gosh, hold on. I do have, look at all those bugs back there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need to come in and clean up a lot of this stuff. I need to spray these down too. Once the heat comes, all these bugs come. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. I have a pea. Oh my gosh. My first pea. That's the snap pea. And then here is just the regular peas, but I do see flowers. How cool. And then here's the snow peas. Are there flowering going on over here? This I kind of wanted to go up, but it's kind of attached to, here, I'll break that off. Oh, now you're attached somewhere else too. Goodness. All right, well, there you go. So there's my pea area. Again, here's this mint area and the carrots for the girls, which over here, it's actually flowering. I've never seen that before either. So I gotta come through and just cut some stuff. But this is just for them to eat, so I'm not trying to actually grow carrots. I'm just trying to give it to them because they love those greens. So this is how everything looks now. I'm gonna go through this weekend and figure out what I need to do. Last night I had like one of my worst migraines ever, and it put me down, and I still am like not all here. So I'm gonna slowly start working through here. It is hot as hell, but I definitely need to start cleaning some stuff up and get a handle on this before it just takes advantage and I can't do anything. So this is what I'm gonna be doing this weekend, and then I will show you how it looks once I'm all done. Vienna, you wanna say hi? You know, what's the matter? You wanna go inside? There you go. Come on. And here is the final result to the much needed trimming for the oregano area. So all of this I'm just gonna put in little bundles and dry it. Can't wait. Here are them all bundled up. So again, I'm gonna just hang these. Once they're completely dry, I will put them into spice jars. So my man just brought this in and was like, look, you have your first carrot. I was like, sir, I wasn't growing those for carrots. Those are for the girls. So he pulled this out, and then he pulled this off of the green bell pepper plant, the one big one in the middle. So he pulled this one off, and then he pulled out this carrot. Sorry, girls. Okay, so I kind of want to show you in between so you can see like the big difference with the cucumber area. So this is how overgrown and everything it is. This is what I just did to this one. There are some of the tomato branches in there. I've been pulling all these tomato things out. I did see, and in case you missed like my videos last year, and maybe some of you guys might know what it is. So there was one branch, where did it go? Okay, so I finally found some right here. Where are they? Those two white things right there, those are these bugs that get on my tomato plants. Literally, oh look, I see another one right there. I need to get my gloves on and pull that off. But these were covered. All 4 of these plants had them in it. So I really needed to go through and clean up a lot of leaves that do not need to be there so I can stay on top of this, because I don't want them to come in and kill them all. And then my cucumbers, I wanted to show you, they actually had some bug infestations going on behind these leaves. If you see all of those bugs and everything that was underneath the leaves, a lot of them were like that. These have just been sitting here for a little bit. It's so hot outside right now. Like I'm dripping sweat just standing here. But yeah, these were completely covered in a lot of those bugs, like I guess that are back behind. Oh, see, here we go. They're back behind. So, yeah, I'm gonna finish going through here. But again, I wanted to show you kind of the difference in why I'm doing this and what I'm doing. So I'm cleaning up all of the leaves that I feel can go. And yeah, so let me keep getting to work. Okay, so I went through all of the cantaloupe. Now you can actually see in and look at what was hiding in there. I had no clue. There is another one right there. And I think there was another little one around here somewhere. I'm not quite sure unless those were the 2 that I saw, but look at how big that one right there is already. Okay, so like I said, I cleaned all this up because a lot of these leaves had this mildew all over it. So definitely needed to clean all those up. So all of those I cut out. Oh, here's another little fuzzy one growing over here. The corn is still looking amazing. The watermelon looks perfectly fine, so I didn't do anything with that. I did a little trim on the 2.0 mystery and a little leaves on the grapes, but that's pretty much it. And then over here we have this big pile, and so now I'm gonna come through, clean all this up, sweep, and then I can go through and harvest the beans and stuff that I need to harvest. It was just hard. There are so many bees in the cucumber area that I kept running, and it took me a while to clear all that out because there was a whole lot I had to do. Let me show you though now. There's still bees over here, but this one I need to cut out because if you can see, yeah, hello. if you can see, a bug has gotten inside of it. So I do need to cut this off, but I wanted to show you, I did have one growing and now not anymore. So I'll go ahead and add this to my trash pile. And yeah, so let me go ahead and get this all cleaned up. So I uprooted 2 of them and I'm gonna hang them to make for spice jars. So here's these 2 right now, but they are literally large and in charge. And then this is the remainder. I left this one here in the back. It's the smallest one and it's doing good. I did actually pull one out and put there. If it does live, I will give to my friend to take home. I don't know how that one's going to do. The other 2 I just showed you that we hung, and this is this one. I might grab like one smaller one to put here, or I'll just leave this one. I'm not quite sure, but at least this looks so much better in this area. All cleaned up with just the one now. Okay, so this morning before the sun came out, I came out here and I gave it a really good water, and now everything is looking so much better. These were just so shriveled and looking horrible yesterday. It's looking a little bit better, but at least these 2 here are definitely looking a lot better. But let's go ahead and show you everything now so we can complete this month's update. So this one here in the middle is doing absolutely amazing. I really wish the other 2 would pick up their speed, but they are doing great. Over here is now the butchered tomato area, which I actually did purchase. I just purchased this morning a product that I found. I came into another rabbit hole of Instagram ads, and I saw an ad that you can actually purchase some really good products. Hopefully they're really good, all natural products that are pet safe, plant safe, all that. So I did purchase 2, one to help with the bugs, because literally you just touch anything. Let's see, I don't know if you can see these, but there are all these little white like gnats or flies, or these little tiny things. They're literally white. They were covered all over in here, but literally you just move anything and thousands of them just start coming out. So one of the products that I purchased is supposed to be good for these bugs, and another one is supposed to be good for that white moldy stuff that I get on them. There's bugs on here already. There's a little, I don't know what in the world that thing is. It looks like a green bee. Maybe it has a nest in there, who knows. But like I said, the other product is supposed to be good for the moldy stuff that comes over here, and it was getting all over my cantaloupe. So I'm going to try that as soon as it comes. Like I said, I ordered it this morning. So on next month's video, I'll have the update on that, showing you that product and how I use it and if it actually works. So I still need dill. That's the only thing that's really bare over here. But my cucumber area looks really sad now. That thing is still trying to get in there. I don't know what in the world that thing is doing. But right now, the biggest one that I have is right here. So we'll see how these go. But there's tons of flowers, so that's promising. And here's my oregano now that I butchered it. My rosemary, some of this I did cut because I did see somebody say a good repellent for flies in, like, especially like the chicken coop area and stuff, is put fresh herbs, because then it'll kind of mask the nasty smell that the flies want and they'll kind of stay away from it, even though it's really not like a repellent, but it would kind of keep them at bay, I guess, because it would smell better. I had it out there for a whole week and I had more flies, I feel like. So this is what is left of the rosemary. Like I said, I did cut a few good pieces off to try that theory and it didn't work for me. But yeah, you barely touch anything. Oh my gosh, all these flies just come out. Yeah, I need to do something because I don't want them getting all messed up. But here's my cilantro. There's the new parsley area that I just showed you. The other one that I put over there is not looking too hot today. I gave it another good soak this morning. So if by this evening it doesn't look better, I'll just pull it up and dry it with the other one. My broccoli, that's completely gone and died, so I need to buy another zucchini. Squash, my broccoli. This one's actually looking a whole lot better, but it's starting to get that moldy stuff here. So that new product, hopefully they ship quickly. I want to see if that will work and help these for once. My mints are doing amazing. Cabbage is still doing great. And then over here, This is now what the cantaloupe area looks like now that I cut out all of those leaves yesterday. And there's still like, I'm seeing all these flies in here. And then there's that big guy. Oh, and the other one that I was looking at is over here. I think that's just like some dirt because it's not like a soft spot or anything, but that was the other one I was trying to find yesterday when I was showing you guys. And I was like, I think there's another one around here. That's it. And yeah, the corn is looking amazing. Everything else is looking great. That's the one I'm saying it doesn't, I'm not sure if it's gonna live or not. So I'll give it until tonight and see what it does. And yeah, there's everything else. So that will complete this update for this month, and we'll hopefully have a better outcome next month with these 2 new products that I'm going to be bringing in and spraying. Hopefully it does help moving forward because it's just getting more and more humid, so we're just going to keep getting more and more bugs, and that's gross. I hate bugs. So that's how everything looks at the end of May, and it is really, really freaking hot. So hopefully everything stays good, but this is when everything normally takes a turning point to the worst. So we'll see what happens this year. Hi, baby. All right, you guys, so now that brings you up to date for everything that happened in May. Go ahead and comment down below. What do you think? I think the growth went super, super fast. I'm so excited, but I am trying to stay hopeful for next month and see what happens. So definitely comment down below and let me know what you thought. Your positive interaction means the world, and I greatly do appreciate it, as I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. So until next time, you know that drill. Keep a smile on that gorgeous face of yours, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Crafty crew, out.